On a night when the sky cracked open and thunder spoke louder than men, a child was born. Not under the gentle flicker of candlelight, not wrapped in a peaceful silence, but in the roaring, furious anger of the heavens. The elders would later look back and say, when the sky itself announces a birth, it is because destiny has arrived. This is the story of that child, the boy born during a thunderstorm. In the small African village of Obenes, the rain fell as if it wanted to wash the entire world away. Giant trees bent low, their branches scraping the earth. The thatched roofs of the huts trembled under the assault, and even the bravest warriors in the village stayed huddled indoors, their courage no match for the sky's fury. Inside a small mud house at the very edge of the village, a woman screamed, her cries swallowed by the storm. She was in labor, and with each deafening crack of thunder that split the sky, the child inside her kicked harder. With every brilliant flash of lightning that illuminated the night, the baby seemed to cry out from within the womb. Then, at the peak of the storm, came a thunderclap so loud, so powerful, the villagers would speak of it for generations. And in that explosive moment of sound and fury, a baby boy was born. And just as suddenly as it began, the storm stopped. The rain ceased. The wind died down. The thunder fell silent. There was only an eerie, profound quiet. The midwife froze, her hands trembling. This was no ordinary birth. The baby did not cry like other newborns. Instead, his eyes opened wide, and they were bright, alert, and impossibly knowing. A small, strange spark of light danced across the roof of the hut, then vanished. The elders were summoned immediately. They shuffled into the hut, their faces etched with a mixture of awe and fear. One of them, his voice a trembling whisper, said, "This child did not arrive alone. He came with power." They named him Amodi, which in their tongue means the one who came with destiny. As Amodi grew, it became undeniably clear that he was not like the other children. The power he was born with was a part of him. When he laughed, a deep, joyful sound, fluffy clouds would gather in the clear sky. When he cried, his tears would be followed by a soft, gentle rain. But when he was angry, a deep rumbling would start, and thunder would roll ominously in the distance. His connection to the storm was undeniable. The village watched, their awe slowly turning to fear. At just 5 years old, while playing near the forest, a great ancient tree, weakened by age, began to fall directly towards his friends. Without thinking, Amodi raised his small hand, and the massive tree stopped mid-air, held by an invisible force, before crashing harmlessly to the side. At age 7, during a game, he pointed a finger at a barren patch of ground, and a bolt of lightning instantly struck that exact spot, leaving a smouldering black circle. The villagers became truly afraid. The whispers started to grow louder. Some argued he is blessed by the spirits, but others, their voices hushed and fearful, whispered, "No, he is cursed. He is a danger." The other children were warned not to play with him. Mothers would physically pull their own children away when he passed by, their eyes filled with suspicion. Amodi's world became a lonely one, defined by the power he never asked for. 1 year after a particularly terrible storm destroyed the season's harvest, the villagers' fear finally boiled over into anger. They gathered outside his family's hut, their faces grim, their voices filled with accusation. "He brings destruction," they shouted. "His anger calls the storm. He must be sent away before he destroys us all." Amodi stood quietly in the falling rain, his small shoulders slumped, his own silent tears mixing with the storm he was being blamed for. But then his mother stepped forward, placing herself between her son and the angry mob. Her voice was strong and clear as she declared, "Power is not evil. It is fear that destroys villages, not this boy. Her words quieted them for a moment, but the fear remained, a poison in the heart of the village. The oldest and wisest elder, who had seen many seasons, finally stepped forward and revealed a long-forgotten prophecy. His voice was frail but carried the weight of ancient knowledge. When thunder births a child, he recited, that child will either save the land from its greatest peril or drown it in ruin. His heart, not his power, will decide his path. From that day forward, something shifted in Omodi. He understood. The prophecy became his guide. He chose silence over anger, patience over rage. He began a long, difficult journey to learn how to control not the sky, but the storm raging inside his own heart. He practiced channeling his emotions, understanding that a simple flicker of irritation could darken the skies. He learned to be still. Years passed. Omodi grew into a quiet, strong young man. The village, while still wary, grew accustomed to his silent presence. Then came the worst drought the land had ever known. The sun beat down relentlessly. The great rivers shrank to muddy trickles. The fields turned to dust, and the crops withered and died. The cries of hungry children echoed through the village, a sound far more terrible than any thunderstorm. Desperate, the same villagers who had once feared and scorned Omodi came to him, their pride gone, their faces etched with desperation. "Save us, Omodi," they begged, their voices cracking. "Only you can speak to the sky." "Please save us." Omodi looked up at the sky. It was a harsh, empty canvas of blue. Clear, silent, and unforgiving. He closed his eyes, taking a deep breath, reaching not for the anger of his youth, but for the calm he had cultivated for so many years. He felt the desperation of his people, their hunger, their fear. He felt their hope. He raised his hands to the heavens. He did not shout. He did not rage. He whispered. He spoke to the sky not as a master, but as a son. He asked for help, and the sky answered. Slowly at first, then with gathering speed, clouds began to form. The air grew cool. Thunder rolled in the distance, but it was a gentle, promising rumble. And then the rain fell. It was not the violent downpour of his childhood anger, but a soft, steady, life-giving blessing. The parched land drank deeply. Life began to return. The rivers stirred, and the withered plants seemed to sigh in relief. The villagers fell to their knees, not in fear, but in gratitude and understanding. They finally saw the truth. Power does not make a monster. It is how you choose to use that power that defines you. Omodi became the guardian of the land, a living bridge between the people and the sky. He was a constant reminder that great power must always be guided by even greater wisdom and a compassionate heart. And to this day, when the storms come, the elders in that village tell their children, when thunder speaks gently, remember the child who learned to listen. This story teaches us a profound lesson. Your difference is not a curse. Your power, whatever it may be, is not the problem. It is your heart that decides who you become. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales of wisdom and wonder.